Aloha, my friends. My name is Uncle Amos. Today, let's travel to Chile. I will share a story about the Moai Statues. Mateo and his family had lived in Chile their whole lives, but today would be the first time they'd visited the Moai Statues. The Moai Statues were carved from volcanic ash, which Mateo found to be so exciting to learn about. They got to the Moai Statues after a drive that felt like it took forever, and Mateo instantly ran up to the statues. He couldn't believe his eyes. Mateo, no touching the statues, his mother yelled at him. Mateo stopped in his tracks. He turned around to face his mother. And then he asked, "Why? Why not? Why can't I touch them?" His mother said, "It is illegal. You may end up in jail. You cannot touch them." His mother said, "Okay, Mom, I promise," Mateo said. He was disappointed. "I just want to see them up close." Mateo ran over again to see the Moai statues up close. He stood right in front of the one that he really loved. He looked around and saw there was no one around. He took a step forward and was about to touch one of the statues when his father quickly pulled him away. "Mateo," his father yelled, "you could have gotten into a lot of trouble. I just appreciate the magic of them so much," Mateo cried. "You must not appreciate them that much if you can't respect them and the boundaries that come with them," his father said. "We are going home." "No," Mateo cried. "I want to see them for a little bit longer." "You don't understand what you've done wrong," his father said. "You don't deserve to see them yet. But you have the whole car ride to think about what you did," his mother said. Mateo was so disappointed on the car ride back. He'd been looking forward to this trip, and it was all over before it had even begun. When they got home, Mateo's grandma was there with Mateo's younger brother, who was just too young to join them for this trip. Mateo instantly stormed to his room because he was so upset. He walked into his room and saw that one of the posters on his wall was slightly ripped. He stormed back into the living room and said, "Who ripped my wall poster?" "Oh, don't worry, it's just your little brother. He didn't mean it. He just tripped when he was walking into your room and grabbed the poster by accident," his grandma said. "But I told him not to come inside my room," Mateo yelled. His father and mother looked over at him and they smiled. Mateo knew exactly why they smiled. Do you know why they smiled? He knew he had broken boundaries just like his brother had broken his boundaries. He walked over to his brother and he hugged and forgave him. He hoped to go back to the Moai statues one day and admire them the way they were meant to be admired. And one day, they returned to the Moai statues. This time, he kept all the boundaries. Do you have boundaries that your parents set for you or your teachers set for you? These boundaries are there for a reason. I hope this story is a lesson that it's important to keep boundaries. And remember, it's also important when someone does something wrong to you to forgive them. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you would like to learn how to play a song on the ukulele, my favorite instrument, using from countries like Chile, please click on the links below. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel, ping the notification bell, and like this video so you never miss another story from me. Until next time, and until I see you again, aloha!